just getting the rigs ready. We're about to go do a day of rock crawling with the boys. Stay tuned for some 4x4ing. It's gonna be some full throttle action. Big rocks, big climbs. It's one of those sketchy trails to walk on. All right, we're out on the ferry today. We're heading over to a different island. I'll tell the guys on the Patreon channel where we're off to, but everybody else, we're just doing some small island wheeling with Trev and Zach, meeting up with a couple of the other boys, but it's been dry at home, so we're heading into the rainforest under some big, gnarly cedar trees to do some rock crawling. Stay tuned, let's get to this. Nice flapping hood out of Zach there. Now, this is one of these hills that, because I'm filming facing downhill, it does not look steep, but look at the angle on these trees as these guys come past me here. I'm in danger. So today on the trail, we've got the 3 4-wheel steering fancy cars and Zach in the garbage car. But it's gonna be a good day. Hard, legit wheeling. Zach's never taken the garbage car Suzuki Samurai buggy off the island yet, so we're on a different island today. First road trip in the garbage car. Feeling in danger for my life. What a trail. Start of the day. Leg burner for this guy. Hey Zach, go up. Send it. Thanks for tuning in. It's a little bit, I was gonna say Saturday morning cartoons, but well, this is we've gotten away from the Saturday morning cartoons. We're dropping videos on Friday afternoon now, so happy Friday afternoon cartoons. We've missed a few weeks here. I try to get a video out every week, but it's hot season and it gets dry. Everyone starts working on projects, so John's doing steering stuff, Jim's building an entire new buggy, Kevin's got a T-case to put in, Riley's got EFI to put on, and Nick just got a brand new set of Sticky Mickey tires. So everyone's down working on stuff, except for these boys. So we're trying to get in what we can before it gets too dry out here. Well, it's been almost a month since I've been on the trail, which is saying something considering I've wheeled 27 times already this year. But my rig's broken. We don't do as much wheeling at this time of year. But this was an opportunity to head into these deep dark woods where it's still pretty wet.
Still wet?
Seems like it. Nice driving. You had it that time at the top. If you would have stayed in it, you were right there. You're really in there now. You might need a winch sideways because it's pinched in there big time.
Yeah.
Pull up to here.
Loud.
I'll just winch around that tree that's back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this thing. The end of your cage there is snagging this tree.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if that wasn't there or a little bit longer, This is a great idea.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Spin the wheels a little bit.
He's too bound up to even spin him. He's getting off there.
Okay, drive forward.
You're,
Keep going.
well, I've only been on the trail for 15 minutes. Already had to run cable. It's weird when you're running 3 4-steer fancy cars and 1 garbage car Suzuki. So this thing started life as a Suzuki Samurai, garbage car. Still has a, I believe, a 1.6 Suzuki motor in it. Working good though. So this thing's got a 5-cylinder Volvo, I believe out of a V80 with a turbo, and it's 300 horsepower on paper or something like that. So it really goes. And this thing has like 60 horsepower. This is a 1.6 liter Suzuki Samurai motor. You made me a little nervous. It's pretty cool. Cedar Forest. This would be second growth, something like that. So these trees are probably 60, 80 years old. Some of them are some real monsters. But because everything's so shady down here, there's way less underbrush for me to have to hike through, which is always fun. Time for a frosty beverage. Cheers to all the beauties over on the Patreon channel watching the Santa Cat videos. Hope you guys are appreciating getting a little extra goodness in your Saturday morning cartoons. Got to drive up. Looks like his SXs aren't as sticky as your traps. might have solved the problem. Oh, you're gonna do hot garbage things on the fancy car line? Attaboy. I'm really proud of you. You won't even see this till later. That's really negative talk. Positive thoughts for positive results.
Stay to the right and then turn left as you go up.
It's just taller than your wheelbase is long. While we're lining up here, big shout out to Wobbles Off-Road for sending us some soft shackles to test out. We haven't needed it yet today, but at the rate we're going, we're gonna use it here. Ah, so dusty. Now just straight up like you mean it.
He drove up the face of it. What the fuck? No way.
Another case of us driving up something, turning around and driving back down. So now Zach's gonna drop this. Well, the name of this ridiculous trail, Turn Around Steve. We go up, we drop down the other side, turn around, come back. But it's good enough rock that you don't want to miss it. Big rocks, big climbs. Remember, those are 42-inch Maxxis Trepador sticky tires. So that's a big rock. Work that rear a bit. It might be this way is the answer. As long as you don't slip off. Oh, that's being real hard on those lugs. Nice. Sick. Damn, son. Gotta point out the sick Dysani overflow bottle. We were on the road this morning. I was up before 5 a.m. to catch that first ferry, so it's been a long morning already. We're getting close to lunchtime, so I just had a quick half a Sangy, and we got the barbecue with us, so we're gonna do some barbecuing in a little bit. But the hunger hits, you can't ignore it, no matter how many trail sodas you try to pile on top of an empty stomach.
Get the worry off your face and you just enjoy every moment of life. The freshest grasp of air is the first grasp you took when you were a baby. Rohan went around the hard obstacles, so you might as well too. Veer this way.
Just drive up.
Right. Turn up the tunes and pin it.
You probably haven't had enough beer today. Well, that's your problem right there.
Yeah, you want a glass of wine? You're doing fine. Steer right a little bit and let it, once it starts to climb, then straighten the front out again. Oh, that thing chooches!
So that's an 8-inch Toyota axle in the rear. Zach recently did a Nissan Pathfinder disc brake and a caliper swap on the thing. I asked him if that's a thing that people do. He says he has no idea, but he did it. Trev cut him some brackets. He's running Pathfinder brakes because they were cheap. Just do better. Picking up cans. Ah, at least the trail sodas are still cold. You almost got bit. Good day of rock crawling so far. The Suzuki based hot garbage. It's going well. That's the old Turnaround Steve trail. It's the only trail name I'm going to tell you today just because I find it a really funny trail name. But if you're liking Pathmaker Productions rock crawling videos and you want to get extended cut videos with more action, all the swears, no ads, go think about signing up on the old Patreon channel and help get me out in the woods more often and get yourself a bunch of good stuff for helping support. The videos are usually 10, 15, 20 minutes longer with all the shenanigans that doesn't really make it live into the YouTubes because we'll get in trouble. But good day on the trail so far. Oh look, Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, I got up on there.
At your age, it's getting harder to get up on things, isn't it?
Yeah. That was pretty good for me. Good high performance.
In the wintertime, when we come up this trail, it's rushing water, but it's August. Traction's all there, water's all drying up, so it's time. Some real big climbs. Such a big climb. When you see it in the winter with water running out, you think it'd be really, really hard, but the water actually keeps the slime off the rocks. Therefore, the rocks have a lot of traction, and you got almost better traction on this in the wet than you do on a dry day like this. Keep working it, they'll warm up. Cool trail though. A little bit of yard work, move that log out of the way.
Before this tree fell, this was the line.
Yeah, yeah, down it. See, that's fine.
Straight there for the brake lines. trail's been getting driven for the last decade or so. About 5 years ago, this big tree fell down in here, so it changed things up a bit. But we're not gonna let something like that stop us. Now we can drive on the tree and around it. Welcome to rock crawling in the rainforest, even though it's August. These are some serious trees. Might be a little bit drier than normal, but it's not so bad here in the shade. Clean work again. You're making Trev just look plain bad, really. You know, we're not bringing our best to things like this. We're really the B team out here, you know. This is definitely not the A team. Do better.
Screwed me over by hyping me all up. And I was doing better than crap.
Got into your head. Stay on that log. Now you're good. Stay up there. Now turn in. Sketchy trails to walk on. I might get hit by a big rock. This is the climb. You gotta head right for that tree at the top, and then it's gonna kick you to the right, sneak around. If you go too far to the right, you roll into the creek.
We want to hear rev limiter, dude.
He doesn't have one of those. Trev's gonna make the pass. One shot. I believe in you. Boo! But you gotta All's not lost. Don't. You had it. Shouldn't have backed up.
Yeah.
Same thing. Wicked. Oh, here I'm changing batteries and Trev's just driving on his side. I don't think that's the way to do it. I see Zach up there turning the barbecue on. So you know that even though we're not in our usual plot, we better believe we brought the barbecue. So we're gonna have barbecue, a bit of trail sodas, and make a plan for the afternoon here. Barbecue on the trail.
Cardboard bags.
Shit up here. Dude, stop wasting food. So the people
Steak on a stick.
and all the people owning all the big
Mint.
corporations.
All right, we strapping the barbecue bag on, turn the gangster wrap on, and now we're gonna go finish this trail. Good day out with the boys, a lot of laughs. That was one ridiculous lunch. Down to the right, like rub on that tree. It's a good day on the rock crawling trail so far. Tune in next week for part 2 of this rock crawling adventure, where we finish running a bunch more trails. The small island wheeling.